You've been told to eat your fruit and vegetables, that fruit is healthy, that it's natural, safe, and good for you, that it won't spike blood sugar because it has fiber. But here's the hard truth no one is talking about. The fruit we eat today isn't what nature intended, and it may affect your health far more than you realize. Today, I'm breaking down why fruit might not be as healthy as you think, and why cutting it out could be one of the best things you do for your hormones, energy, fertility, and overall health. Hey, I'm Evelyn, a holistic wellness coach specializing in women's hormone health and fertility, but here we go beyond that. From balancing hormones to mastering your emotions and embracing feminine energy, this is your space for all things holistic wellness, empowerment, and transformation. Get ready to reclaim your confidence, elevate your energy, and step into your most magnetic self. If that speaks to you, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below, and welcome to the channel. If you're currently looking for one-on-one support on your hormone balancing or fertility journey, I'd love to connect with you. You can book a free wellness consultation with me to see if working together would be a good fit. I'll include the link in the description box below. Before we dive in, I want to quickly mention that I'm not a medical doctor, and this video is for educational purposes only. This is not medical advice. Always consult your doctor before making any health changes. Now let's get into it. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but fruit is not the health food society has made it out to be. The truth is, the fruit we eat today is not the same fruit our ancestors ate. We need to stop assuming that just because something is natural or a whole food, it automatically supports our health. Modern agriculture and selective breeding have drastically changed the food we eat. And sadly, not all of them support our body's ability to truly thrive. Take bananas, for example. The ones you'd find foraging in the wild jungle in Costa Rica are tiny, fibrous, filled with seeds, and contain far less sugar. They're vastly different from the large, soft, sugar-packed bananas sitting on grocery store shelves today. Modern fruit has been selectively bred for centuries to be sweeter, larger, and much lower in fiber. And as a result, it spikes blood sugar and insulin far more than we realize. And constant insulin spikes, they put a tremendous amount of stress on the body, especially on the endocrine system, your hormonal system. Insulin is the hormone that controls your blood sugar. Every time you eat, your blood sugar rises, and your pancreas releases insulin to tell your cells to take glucose from the blood for energy. This keeps blood sugar from getting too high. But when we constantly stimulate the pancreas to release high amounts of insulin multiple times a day, because that's exactly what most people are doing today, especially when they're snacking on fruit all day long, in the short term, this can lead to symptoms like mood swings, energy crashes, sugar and carb cravings, insomnia, anxiety, irregular periods, painful periods, acne, and more. But over months and years of repeated spikes, your cells eventually stop responding to insulin. Why? Because insulin keeps sending the same message. Take glucose from the blood, take glucose from the blood, multiple times a day. And eventually, your cells stop listening. It's kind of like having someone in your ear screaming the same thing over and over and over again for months or years. Eventually, you'd stop listening too. That's exactly what happens with your cells. And now you have what is known as insulin resistance, where your cells no longer respond to insulin. So the pancreas has to overcompensate by producing even more insulin to try to get your cells to respond. And now you're left with chronically high insulin, which significantly increases your risk for type 2 diabetes, PCOS, infertility, endometriosis, fibroids, heart disease, breast and prostate cancer, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, and the list goes on. This is no joke, you guys. And remember, before agriculture, our ancestors lived in harmony with nature, which means they didn't have access to fruit year-round. They weren't snacking on bananas, apples, or smoothies every day. They might have found some wild berries or raw honey for just a few weeks out of the year, and that was it. This is how our ancestors lived for hundreds of thousands of years, eating only what nature provided in their immediate environment. So we simply aren't wired for this kind of constant sugar consumption. When I personally went sugar-free for 3 years, where I cut out all sugar, including fruit, the improvements I saw in my energy, hormones, menstrual cycles, skin quality, and overall health were astronomical. And I've seen the same incredible changes in so many of my clients too. Remember, the answer to true healing is found in nature. In real, untouched nature. The closer we live to how our ancestors lived, the healthier we become, because nature wants us to thrive. Everything in its design supports balance, healing, and vitality, but we've drifted so far from living in sync with it. So if this resonates and you're ready to truly feel amazing in your body again, I encourage you to try it for yourself. Cut out the sugar, including the fruit, all of the fruit, for a period of time, and just notice how your body responds. Trust me, your body will thank you. Now I'm curious, how is this landing with you? Is this something you're open to experimenting with, or have you already tried it? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. And if you have any questions or requests for future videos, you can drop those down below too. And again, if you're looking for one-on-one support on your hormone balancing or fertility journey, I'd love to connect with you. You can book a free call with me here. And be sure to like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.